Think the past can stay buried forever? This story will make you think again. Chicago, city of steel and glass. Nathan Reynolds, real estate king, reigns from the top. He built an empire on money and deals. His name blazes on billboards, papers, whispers. But his lavish penthouse, cold as ice. No laughter. No one waits for him. Each morning, 5 o'clock, bitter coffee, thick reports. Each night, black car speeds off, driver silent as stone. Nathan, a precise machine, powerful, numb. Passers-by, mere shadows through tinted glass. No children. No poor. No one. Until that fateful moment. Outside Reynolds Tower, a child's voice cries. Daddy. A 7-year-old girl, faded pink dress, tangled hair. Ava Bennett, holding her sister, for blue eyes wide. Nathan freezes, feet rooted. He has no kids. Never did. But Ava steps forward, trembling, offering an old photo. A picture that stops time. Claire. His old love, vanished 7 years ago. Mom was Claire, Ava says, tears falling. Greg hurts Mom. They want to take Mia. Nathan looks at Ava, then tiny Mia. Ava's eyes, his own face, unmistakable. 7 years old, leading her sister to safety. Finding her father through billboards in Chicago's heart. Nathan, icy millionaire, stands still. Meeting canceled. Phone buzzing, ignored. Ava, homeless, fearless. Just a brave heart and her little sister. This story isn't just Chicago's. It's a miracle of courage. A family found in the storm. The past thought buried rises with one word. Daddy. If you saw a child call for her dad on the street, would you stop? Or walk on like the city? This story will make you cry. It'll make you believe and act. Share your story in the comments. If Ava touched your heart, like, share, subscribe. Don't leave. This journey is just beginning. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Chicago, Illinois. City of steel, glass, and dreams just out of reach. Nathan Reynolds. Real estate king. He rules from a sky-high penthouse where winds howl and no one waits. His company builds empires with razor-sharp deals. His name blazes on billboards. But his heart is a locked room. Every morning, 5 o'clock. Black coffee. Thick reports. Not a minute off. His black car glides down State Street, driver mute. A flawless machine. Never faltering. But deep inside, frozen for years. Once, young Nathan lived on the city's other side. Hungry. Cold. Shoes with holes. His mother gone early, memories faint with warmth. No hand extended. No kind glance. He rose, but built on loneliness, not love. No close friends. No family. Just work and a nameless void. On the loop, he passes thousands, but no one truly sees him. In another corner of Chicago, Ava Bennett, 7 years old. A crumbling apartment, peeling walls, doors whistling with night drafts. Claire, Ava's mom, 2 jobs. Waitressing mornings, cleaning houses nights. Relentless. Greg, Claire's never-called husband. Stepfather. Abuser. Threatening to take Mia, 4 years old, eyes blue like autumn skies. Ava hears it all, holds it in her heart, and acts. Faded pink dress. Tangled blonde hair. She holds her sister's hand, singing lullabies each night. Claire taught one thing. Kindness is a flame. If you tend it, it never dies. Ava believes. She draws her dream house. With Mom, with Mia, no Greg. On a worn chair, they sleep curled up. Sharing bread scraps like sharing hope. Ava and Nathan, worlds apart. One at the peak, one at the bottom. One with everything, yet no one. One with almost nothing, but a flame within. Then came the fateful day. State Street. Wind bites. People rush. Before Reynolds Tower, Ava calls. Daddy. Her voice trembles, but her eyes burn fierce. Nathan freezes. His heart clenches. The girl holds out an old photo, Claire. The past pierces the present. Ava's eyes, a mirror of memory. He sees his mother, long ago. Sees himself, lost, unseen. Now this 7-year-old girl stops. Stands there, believing he's her father. If you saw a child call for her dad, would you stop? Or keep walking like all of Chicago? This isn't just a story of miracles. It's a journey of compassion. And it's only just begun. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Chicago, State Street, glass gleaming. Ava Bennett's voice cuts through, sharp as a blade. 7 years old, faded pink dress, tangled blonde hair. She holds Mia, her 4-year-old sister. Daddy, she calls before Reynolds Tower. Nathan Reynolds, finance king, freezes. Navy suit, $1 million watch. He glides through streets, seeing no one. But Ava's voice stops him. Chicago's roar falls silent. Passers-by turn curious. Nathan stands still, heart gripped tight. No children. Never imagined them. But Ava steps forward, hands trembling. She holds out a photo, old, crumpled. His past love, who once held his hand, tears falling. Mom was Claire, Ava says, eyes brimming. The bad man hurts Mom. They want to take Mia. His gaze follows Ava. That old love, her faded smile. Her eyes pierce his deepest core. His own eyes, unmistakable. Mia for blue eyes wide. Clutching her sister, tattered yellow dress. Nathan kneels, level with Ava. Are you sure? His voice quakes. Ava nods, tears streaking her cheeks. Mom said your name when I was sad. I saw you on the billboards. Nathan goes quiet, time halted. 7 years, his old love hit a child. He recalls their parting night, rain veiling the streets. The woman he loved wept, said nothing. Now the secret lives through Ava. Who's the man Claire feared? He asks, voice sharp. Ava speaks, small but steady. Stepdad. He hits Mom. He says she's crazy, wants Mia. I ran, pulled Mia with me. Nathan listens, blood boiling. 7 years old, fleeing with her sister. Through Chicago's streets, seeking a father she never met. Nathan gazes at Ava, heart surging. This small girl, stronger than him. He remembers his mom, singing lullabies as a boy. She died, no one stopped, just him. Now, Ava stands here, unyielding. Are you scared? He asks, voice soft. Ava shakes her head, eyes fierce. I'm scared, but Mia needs me. Nathan looks at Mia, tiny, weary. Worn yellow dress, shoes scuffed by streets. He rises, voice low. Stay here with me, okay? Ava nods, still holding Mia. You'll help Mom, right? She asks. Nathan nods, a vow. I promise, he says, eyes stinging. That moment changed everything. The finance king saw light. Ava found hope through a stranger. She dared to call Daddy, in the city's heart. He holds the photo, hands trembling. 7 years, a secret reborn. Ava, 7, homeless. But her heart shines brighter than State Street. His eyes burn, a quiet wave. Her voice, a blade, cuts deep. He, a billionaire, had everything. Yet nothing, until today. Ava, with only her sister and her mother's love. But stronger than his empire. Who is Ava Bennett? How is she so strong in the dark? If you saw a child cry for her dad, would you stop? Or walk on, like all of Chicago? State Street, that day, sparked it all. The journey hasn't closed, it's just begun. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Ava Bennett's voice cuts through, like a blade on State Street. 7 years old, faded pink dress, tangled blonde hair. She holds Mia, her 4-year-old sister, blue eyes wide. Daddy! She calls, before Reynolds Tower, where finance souls don't cry. Nathan Reynolds, icy billionaire, stands still. A photo of Claire, his old love, stabs like a memory's knife. The bad man hurts Mom, Ava says. Her eyes brim, voice hard as stone. His heart chokes. He kneels, for the first time, seeing a child as a father. Stay here with me, he says. Voice trembling, like a snapped cord. Ava nods. Her gaze, a mirror, pierces the living part of him. Mia, still clutching her sister. Blue eyes watching, not grasping. Tattered yellow dress, shoes dirted by streets. Nathan rises. 2 girls follow, small, but shifting his life's orbit. Reynolds Tower, soaring high, colder than ever. Guards stare, but don't question. No one questions when power walks with children. He moves, Ava and Mia close behind. Grand lobby, marble floors, light glints off scuffed shoes. Ava, Mia, dwarfed in this gleaming world. The private elevator opens. Only Mia's soft breaths echo, like a heart's first beat. Top floor boardroom, glass framing the city. Long wooden table, empty, like Nathan's untouched life. Sit here, he says, voice a whisper. Ava pulls Mia to a stiff sofa. 7 years old, still holding her sister's hand. Mia yawns, head on her sister's shoulder. Nathan pauses. He steps to the kitchen, never used. Finds only cookies, bottled water. He returns, hands Ava a bottle. She opens it, gives it to Mia first. Mia drinks. Only then does Ava take a sip. Nathan freezes. Hands like stone. 7, yet putting her sister first. He scans the penthouse. Vast but hollow. Grand but lifeless. Can you tell me again? He asks. Voice, for once, that of a listener. Ava nods, her words clearer than most adults. Mom got arrested because of the man she feared. He says she's crazy, wants Mia. I ran. Through the streets. Found you. Nathan listens, blood pounding in his chest. He recalls his mom, begging for work, met with icy glares. No one stopped. Now Ava does. I trust you'll help Mom, she says. He nods, not just for Ava, but a vow to himself. I will, he says, voice catching, eyes burning. He calls his assistant. Cancel meetings. Find the best family lawyer. Boss, shareholders are waiting. This is bigger. He looks at Ava, 7 years old, leading her sister to a face on a billboard. Book flights. Find Claire Bennett. Ava hears, eyes lighting up like a window flung open. Mia sleeps, head still on her sister's shoulder. Nathan steps to the balcony. Chicago hums, cars race, people hustle. But he stops. He recalls that rainy night, Claire left wordless. 7 years, a secret reborn. Back inside, he sees Ava draping his jacket over Mia. A child doing an adult's work. Hungry? He asks. Ava shakes her head, but Mia nods faintly, in a hungry dream. Get food. Kid-friendly, he tells his assistant. Voice low, firm as steel. Sandwiches, milk arrive. Ava tears bread, hands it to Mia. Mia smiles for the first time. Nathan sits, silent, watching. Ava, 7, is aflame, lighting his frozen penthouse. And he, who thought he had all, lives truly for the first time. I promise. He doesn't say it twice. His actions speak instead. Small Blue Diamond that moment was the beginning. Not just to help Ava, not just to save Claire, but to save himself from a hollow life. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Ava Bennett's voice pierces, like a blade through Chicago's rainy dusk. 7 years old, faded pink dress, blonde hair tangled by wind. She holds Mia, her 4-year-old sister, crossing the cold sidewalk. Daddy, she calls before Reynolds Tower. Nathan Reynolds, ice-cold billionaire, stands frozen. A photo of Claire, his old love, stabs his heart, wordless pain. The bad man hurts Mom, Ava says, eyes brimming. His chest tightens, not from market crashes, but a child's small voice. He quietly leads the girls inside, through the glass fortress. The boardroom, sterile, gleams with steel. Ava tears bread, feeds Mia. Gentle, like a mother's hand. You'll help Mom, right? Ava asks. Her gaze cuts deeper than any plummeting stock. Nathan nods, his voice no longer a CEO's, low and raw. I promise. His breath catches, a heart long dead sparks alive. But he needs the truth. Why did Mom hide me? How are you so strong? He sits beside her, voice soft as morning mist. Tell me more about Mom. Ava pauses. Her eyes pierce the darkest corners of his soul. Mom worked 2 jobs, dawn to midnight. Our old apartment, cracked walls, creaking door. We shared bread every night. Nathan stills. His hands, signers of million-dollar deals, tremble. He thinks of his penthouse, grand but empty, meaningless. Mom hid you because she was scared, Ava continues. The man she fled found her again. He said she's crazy, wants to take Mia. The police believed him, took her. Nathan's blood surges. 7 years. The woman who held his hand, jailed for protecting her kids. How was Mom before they took her? He asks, choked. She cried often, but always smiled for me. She taught me to read, with her hands, her heart. No money, no books, but her eyes were kind. He bows his head, memories of his own mom flood back. Poor like Claire, scorned like her. Now Ava and Mia stand here. Nothing but courage. He rises, eyes no longer shadowed. I'll find your mom, Ava. Ava looks up, her eyes hold a sky of hope. You're really my dad, right? He nods. I'll do what's right. He dials. Get a lawyer and a detective. Now, find Claire Bennett, at all costs. His assistant stammers. Boss, shareholder meeting. Cancel. This is bigger. Next day the phone rings. Claire's in custody. The man slandered her, wants Mia legally. His fist clenches. A child, racing through the city, escaping a predator. He storms to the law office. I need a strategy. The truth. Save Claire. The lawyer nods. We need evidence, testimony. He dials again. Dig into that man. Past. Texts. Recordings. Anything. Back home, Ava's drawing. A house, with Mom, Mia, and a dad. This is our home, she says, smiling. He pauses. His breath catches. He remembers Claire. That rainy night. Words left unsaid. 7 years she stayed silent. For her children. I promise. This time, not just to Ava, to himself. That moment changed everything. The frozen billionaire lives again. For one word, Daddy, because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Daddy, she called before Reynolds Tower. Nathan Reynolds, icy billionaire, froze. A photo of his old love, a dagger to his heart. The bad man hurts Mom, Ava said, eyes brimming. He led the girls inside, vowing to save Claire. His chest tightened, he called his lawyer. Ava drew, sketching her dream house. His old love hid their child, fearing loss. The man Claire fled slanders her mad. But the system, cold, shows no mercy. He returned to his glass skyscraper. Shareholders met behind frigid doors. Their whispers sharp as blades. Reynolds is weak, one growled. Feelings will burn this company down. We need a new CEO, no kids, no baggage. Stocks wavered. Rumors spread. He stood torn, silent as stone. Before him, Ava's drawing, a house, chimney smoke, Mom, child. Two voices clashed within. Hold the empire, thousands depend on you. Or hold Ava, Mia, two hearts need you. Power or compassion. He chose compassion. But a court letter arrived. Claire's detained, trial delayed. That man hired a strong lawyer. They suspect Reynolds exploits Ava. His hands trembled, heart gripped. Even fatherhood doubted. He recalled his mom, sick, poor. No one fought for her, only cold stares. Now Ava and Mia face the same. He called his lawyer, voice ablaze. Stop him, whatever it takes. Even if we unearth his past. The lawyer sighed, voice firm. The court's tough, he's got money, clout. You must prove no ulterior motives. Nathan went to their temporary apartment. Ava was drawing, a house now with a dad. We'll fight, he said, voice soft as mist. Ava looked up. For Mom, right? And for you. For Mia, he nodded. He live-streamed from the tower's peak. Chicago, let me tell you about Ava. 7, dragging her sister through the city. She just wants her mom a home. If this company chooses profit over justice, I'll walk away from this throne. Staff cheered. The board roared. A girl won't save our stock price. He clutched Ava's drawing. House, firelight, 3 figures. No, he wouldn't quit. He met his lawyer, resolute. Dig deeper. Testimony, photos, texts, anything. Claire can't be alone anymore. Ava drew, softly singing a lullaby. Unaware, a miracle was coming. Nathan watched, his heart aglow. The 7-year-old girl is Dawn. Who are Ava, Mia Bennett? How are they so strong in the dark? Have you fought for what's right? Or passed by injustice, as Chicago did? State Street, that day, sparked it all. The journey hasn't closed, it's just begun. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Daddy, she called before Reynolds Tower. Nathan Reynolds, once cold as ice, stood still. A photo of his old love, a blade to his heart. The bad man hurts Mom, Ava said, eyes glistening. He led the girls inside, vowing to save Claire. His old love hid their child, fearing his distance. The man Claire fled slanders her mad. Shareholders pushed him to resign. The court delayed her trial. He live-streamed, I choose justice. Chicago held its breath, hanging on each word. He gazed at Ava's drawing, heart surging. A house, chimney smoke, mom and child. He called a meeting, no shareholders invited. A small courtroom near State Street, dim light. No cameras, no spectacle. Just a lawyer, a few kin, a modest wooden stage. Claire, detained, eyes weary, hands trembling. Don't be scared, she whispered, lips pale. Ava tilted her head, voice like spring rain. I want to thank Mr. Nathan. The billionaire, once numb, knelt to her level. You're the light, Ava, his voice low, warm. She nodded, poem trembling in tiny hands. New blue dress, yellow ribbon in her hair. That day, the courtroom held its breath. Chicagoans gathered, eyes full of hope. Ava stepped up, a small flame. She read her poem, her own words. My home, she said, voice clear. A tale of her mom, State Street, and faith. I'm scared, but Mom taught me to believe. Kindness is light, it never fades. Each line, a ray through clouded skies. The courtroom stilled, some eyes teared. Claire stood behind, hands clenched. Crying, for once, not from despair. Nathan watched, his stone heart melting. He recalled his mom, begging work in the rain. No one stopped, just indifferent stares. Now, Ava read like his mom once sang. Her voice, piercing his final icy layers. The billionaire transformed. When Ava finished, silence. Then applause, not loud but grateful. People embraced, tears fell through smiles. Ava bowed, her smile angelic. "I want Mom back," she said softly. Nathan stepped up, hugged her tight. "You did more than that," he whispered. The video swept Chicago. Hashtag Family Glow, millions of hearts ablaze. Strangers sent books, clothes, handwritten notes. A school offered, full scholarship. Claire, eyes red, gasped. "She changed a city," she said. He smiled, voice soft as mist. "No, she changed me first." But shadows lingered. The man Claire feared, still lurking. A new letter. Court suspects Reynolds exploits Ava. Shareholders met. Reynolds is unfit. He didn't answer, his eyes fixed on what mattered. Ava's drawing, house, blue smoke, glowing hearth. The world she drew, he'd protect. He called his lawyer, voice cold, sharp. "Dig deep, every text, every statement." The lawyer nodded, eyes steely. He thought of Claire, fire rekindled in his chest. Ava sang a lullaby, voice like crystal. Unaware, a miracle neared. Nathan watched, his heart alight. A 7-year-old girl changed his life. Where Ava, Mia Bennett? How are they strong in the dark? Have you fought for what's right? Or passed by injustice, as Chicago did? State Street, that day, sparked it all. The journey hasn't ended, it's just begun. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Nathan Reynolds, once colder than snow, stood still. A photo of his old love, a blade twisting his heart. "The bad man hurts Mom," Ava said, eyes shimmering. He vowed to save the woman who'd cried for love. Ava's poem in court stirred Chicago. Shareholders roared, demanding his resignation. The man Claire feared spread venomous lies. In his glass tower, Nathan gazed out. Shareholders whispered, voices hard as steel. "Reynolds is weak. We need another." He didn't reply, his eyes fixed on Ava. Her drawing, a house, chimney smoke, golden light. He declared, "I'm stepping down. My shares, gifted to Ava and Mia." The boardroom fell silent, stunned. The man once unyielding let go of his throne. He founded the Bennett Family Fund. For Claire, Ava, Mia, and those needing light. A court letter arrived. Trial tomorrow. Claire's tormentor hired a seasoned lawyer. Nathan read, chest tightening. They suspect he's exploiting Ava's sympathy? He recalled his mom, a life forgotten. Now Ava, Mia, two sparks nearly snuffed out. In court, Claire looked drained, eyes dim. Ava held Mia's hand, blue dress, bright ribbon. "She'll do it," Nathan whispered. The trial day, air heavy as lead. Greg's lawyer claimed Claire was unhinged. But a detective brought truth. Testimony, texts, neighbors' accounts. The judge, stern, cut Greg off. "Why does all evidence oppose you?" Ava stood, voice soft as dawn breeze. "I saw him hurt Mom." The room hushed. Claire sobbed, clutching her heart. Nathan stood silent, his heart ablaze. The judge ruled. Greg loses custody. Claire and Reynolds, joint care for the girls. Claire burst into tears, joyful at last. Ava rushed forward. "Mom." Mia ran after. "Sis." "Mom." The three embraced, a family. Nathan knelt, wrapping them all in his arms. "We're home," he said, voice soft as smoke. Claire nodded, her gaze deep, reaching old memories. They left the court, hand in hand, no looking back. Chicago stilled, a miracle unfolded. He recalled that rainy night, his old love. 7 years, she bore the weight for Ava. Now a new drawing, 4 figures bathed in light. "Our home," Ava said, smile radiant. Nathan choked, eyes red. Shareholders silenced, Greg vanished. But the journey pressed on. No penthouse, just laughter. Claire cooked, hand steady. Mia sang, Ava spun bedtime tales. He watched, heart swelling. He thought of his mom, no one stopped for her. Now he stopped. For love. That moment changed a life. The icy billionaire, now human. Ava, Mia, Claire, their light. In a cold city, they dared to love and believe. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. An old photo, seared into memory. "The bad man hurts Mom," Ava said, eyes misty. He swore to protect the woman who'd wept in his arms. Ava's poem in court stirred Chicago's heart. Nathan sold his shares, left his throne, won justice. "We're a family," he whispered. But the next chapter still unfolds. Chicago glowed, kindness spreading. Ava painted her first picture in vivid sunlight. "Like the sun," she said, voice joyful. A house, chimney smoked, for hands clasped. The community quietly revived. Neighbors came, arms full of gifts. Milk, comic books, warm-colored sweaters. A school called, Scholarship for Ava. "I'm going to class." Ava cheered. Claire hugged her, tears uncontained. My little girl changed a city, she whispered. Nathan watched, voice like morning mist. No, she changed me first. The Bennett Family Fund grew, helping hundreds of Chicago kids with school, meals, dreams. Claire found work, a small, peaceful bookstore. Their new apartment, not grand, but warm. Ava slept, clutching a soft teddy bear. She drew, "This is Chicago," giggling. A big house for everyone. Mia sang lullabies, voice like a gentle stream. Laughter rang, sunlight through rain. Nathan stood, chest ablaze. He recalled his mom, begging work amid cold stares. Now he stopped. For Ava, for Mia, for Claire. The community held a welcome celebration. State Street Park, lanterns lit, people waiting. A stranger said, "Ava made me believe again." A teacher, "She's a beacon in the dark." Sarah, his old assistant, whispered, "Ava reminded me why I started." Hashtag Family Glow swept social media. A small town elsewhere started a fund, inspired. Kindness is action, they wrote on their school gate. Nathan and Claire stood together in the bookstore. "She did it because we believed," he said. Claire took his hand, eyes soft as dawn. "No, because Ava taught us love." Mia handed him a new drawing. A house, smoke curling, for people laughing. He held it, heart tightening. He knew challenges hadn't ceased. Danger still lurked. Claire's old tormentor, hiding in shadows. Shareholders silent, but darkness lingered. Nathan looked at Ava, her gaze steadfast. A 7-year-old, lighting a city. This story is about kinship, the life of kindness amid doubt. Ava took chalk, wrote outside their new home. Kindness lives forever. Her scrawled words, pure, brighter than any speech. She's a flame in the night, warmth against the wind. Claire, the single mom, stood tall. Nathan, the icy billionaire, learned to love. All of Chicago, by heart, was reborn. And this story isn't just theirs. It's yours today. Who's out there, waiting for you to pause? What have you done to spark a light? A thank you? A hug? Ava, just 7, did it. In a cold city, she called Daddy. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life. Chicago, State Street's glass softens. A miracle spreads from Ava Bennett's voice. 7 years old, faded pink dress, tangled blonde hair. She holds Mia, her 4-year-old sister, tiny hand trembling. "Daddy," she calls in the city's cold heart. Nathan Reynolds, icy billionaire, halts. An old photo, a blade piercing his heart. "The bad man hurts Mom," Ava says, eyes glistening. He vowed to save the woman who wept in his arms. Ava's poem stilled the courtroom. Nathan sold his shares. Justice tipped toward light. Chicago welcomed a family, lanterns twinkling at dusk. But this isn't just a miracle. It's a lesson. For me. For you. Nathan was once a frozen shadow. Lavish penthouse, heart hollow. He thought, only fame withstands hurt. That emotions are weakness. But Ava, 7, shattered that ice. In the cold street, she called Daddy. Her clear eyes pierced his heart's darkest corners. Claire, single mother, unyielding. 2 jobs, splitting bread at midnight. Though life tilted, she stood tall. He watched Ava, heart tightening. Mia, 4, sang lullabies, voice like morning dew. Chicago rose. They brought books, warm coats, meals to children. The Bennett Family Fund kindled hope. Classrooms, meals, first dreams. So what's the lesson? Kindness doesn't need a crown. Just a heart that dares to act. A touch, a word, a glance can turn a life around. You don't need to sell shares. Just pause and see someone. A meal for the hungry. A word, "I see you." A smile, an outstretched hand. Ava did it at 7. She called for her dad on State Street. Claire did it, bone weary. She fought for her children's light. Nathan did it, losing his empire. He chose love, chose to live true. Chicago did it, not with money, with heart. And this story isn't just theirs. It's yours today. Who's your Ava in life? Someone forgotten, waiting for your pause. Who's your Claire, bearing burdens in silence? Needing your faith, your stand? What do you choose now? One small step, or wait forever? Think of Ava, 7, painting, though life swayed. Think of Claire, single mom, sharing half a loaf at midnight. Think of Nathan, once unmoved, now loving. This story lives on, because kindness never sleeps. Ava wrote in white chalk outside their new home. Kindness lives forever. Her scrawled words, pure, brighter than any speech. She's a flame in the dark, hope amid the storm. And you? What are you in this story? A shadow or a spark? Share this story today. Comment below the video. Tell us one kind act you've done. Someone you want to help. A small act you'll start. Hit like, share, subscribe. Spread Chicago's flame to the world. You don't need to be a billionaire. Not Ava nor Claire. Just a brave heart. A heart enough to rewrite a story. State Street, that day started it all. That small flame now lights the world. Because sometimes one small act can save an entire life.